Big up all my short kings. I know y'all got bravery in your hearts, so you gotta explain Joe Rogan.
Probe away.
Okay, we're gonna do Stavros versus Joe Rogan. I don't know what this video is gonna be about, really. I haven't been... Yo, Karl Malone is a pedo? Was he? Karl Malone, pedophile? Oh, he is. The disturbing allegations against NBA star Karl Malone. Karl Malone, an alleged pedophile. Holy shit. All right, okay, we're gonna do Stavros versus Joe Rogan. Let's check it out, son. Stavros Halkias, who's apparently Albanian, according to, in brackets, versus Joe Rogan, who's apparently Greek.
Say we're the last line of defense, because this is where the woke meets the wall. The woke meets the, in the comedy world, we say we're the last line of defense.
Yo, why these motherfuckers always gotta be so dramatic? They say we're the last line of defense against the woke mob. Brothers, grab your weapons. We gotta defend the wall. Holy fuck, it's not that serious. Get the fuck out of here. How are you fucking comedians and you take yourselves this seriously? Always gotta be dramatic. We are the last line of defense, brothers. Grab your weapons, grab your shovels. We gotta defend the wall against the woke mob zombies. The fuck is wrong with this guy, bro? This Greek motherfucker.
Because this is where the woke meets the wall. The woke meets the wall with stand-up comedy.
What in the fuck is this Greek motherfucker even saying?
You can't have woke comedy. It sucks. It's impossible.
Literally, George Carlin is woke comedy. And he did comedy before you were a fetus, Joe Rogan, right? Yeah, and we got a comedian in the house too, Rakib Karim, who's funnier than Joe Rogan, by the way. Although that's not saying much, right, Rakib? Fuck out of here, Joe Rogan. Young comedians whining about cancel culture. In brackets, Rogan has such an overinflated sense of self-importance. Exactly. Jasmine Karasa, they are channeling The Walking Dead. Shazam, Stavros is Greek, Rogan is Albanian. I think you got it the other way around. I think Stavros is Albanian according to in brackets, and Joe Rogan is Greek. Baba Yaga is because they want to be Spartans.
Much of stand-up comedy is the negative, for whatever reason, view on trans people. It's like, for a while, like the last special, I was like, I can't have a trans joke. Yeah, it's hack to even have one, right?
And if you want to never make fun of marginalized groups or never make fun of protected classes or never make fun of anybody that's downtrodden or disassociated, you can't do that.
Yeah, this is what their activism is about. Hey, I really desperately need to make fun of marginalized group. I need to make fun of minorities. This is what their activism is about, okay? In brackets, Joe, you're not on some crusade. You're an unfunny comedian and an uninteresting podcaster. Exactly. Stavros Halkias, famous Albanian. Mary Jane. Okay, now Stavi is Italian. Okay, and Joe Rogan is Turkish now, according to Babik Rai over here, right?
You can't, that's not stand-up comedy.
Stavros Halkias and Joe Rogan are polar opposites in every single way. Sure, they both do stand-up comedy, they both have podcasts, and they both endorse political candidates in the public eye recently, but the way they go about doing all of these things are completely different, and if you actually take time to listen to what they have to say, then you'll quickly realize that in no way, shape, or form is one part of what Joe Rogan does, and it's completely...
You know what I mean? I disagree about the stand-up. No, I think the job of the stand-up people laugh a lot, and it's a whole job in my opinion. I don't care. So to me, it's like one step above getting in the nuts or getting a pie in the face, people laughing.
Nah, he's got a point. Yeah, he's got a point. Why are they taking stand-up so seriously? It's whatever, bro. Who gives a shit? Stavros has a point, okay?
So according to Stavros on Liar Performance Arts, stand-up comedy is one short wing. And whether you agree, one thing you gotta realize is that by saying this is directly taking a stance, Rogan talks comedy, then Scott and Rogan, Schultz, and Hinchcliffe, and their grandiose philosophical beliefs on the bigger names than Rogan's belief that
grandiose philosophical beliefs is exactly it. These motherfuckers take stand-up way too seriously, bro. They think when they're doing stand-up, they're doing some kind of crusade. These motherfuckers think when every time they wake up to do stand-up is some kind of jihad, bro. They think they're doing jihad. Takbir, Allahu Akbar, I'm doing stand-up for you, God. Allah subhanahu, in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I will do stand-up comedy for jihad, for Islam, for the ummah. I do stand-up for the ummah. Allahu Akbar, takbir. This is what they think.
They say so high on the smell of their own farts that really display.
That's the beauty of it. The great premise is the one where it's like you almost stumble into it.
Yeah.
You like so much you're not even trying.
You almost have to think of it like musical notes. Like there's all kinds of musical notes. They're all good, but they just serve a great song. You got to put them all together where it flows, and that's like part of what we're doing too.
Yeah.
It's like
two unfunny motherfuckers, because they're unfunny, right? They're gonna take this shit way too seriously.
I have those jokes. It's like that's how you feel.
I memorize the song.
Yeah, how it sounds.
Yeah, like how it feels in the rhythm. I think that's why sometimes we adjust to different room sizes. Like your rhythm can.
It's not that deep, okay? It's not that fucking deep. Holy shit.
You go, oh, I forgot the song. It's faster. Just like energy. You just watch them. He's like the Black Panthers absorb everything and then push back.
These motherfuckers think they are Pink Floyd or Jimi Hendrix or whatever. And these are two of the most unfunniest motherfuckers on earth. Andrew Schultz and Joe Rogan. Get the fuck out of here.
Speaking about comedy, like rhythm and pace to a good standard, Joe Rogan and Andrew Schultz make they don't like something any more than that is extreme. Joe Rogan thinks that comedy is a sense that there are only 200 to 500 legitimate comics in the world.
I think there's 500 working professional headline comedians in this country. I think maybe 500. Maybe
They can sell
500.
200, maybe 200.
Maybe.
So most people in the world think that Joe's comedy stinks. So he's some profound enlightened craft that only geniuses like him and Schultz could ever host. Whose only requirement to do stand-up is to literally just be funny. His podcast recently, that he's against some kind of woke comic. It's actually funny.
Yo, Stavros is funnier than Joe Rogan without even trying. Like his existence is funnier than Joe Rogan. Okay, he would breathe oxygen, and it's funnier than Joe Rogan. He's just naturally funny, and he's the one not taking this seriously. Meanwhile, Joe Rogan has never been funny, not even once in his life, and he's taking this shit way too seriously, right? Mary Jane, anyone can hop around and hump stools. Yo, that happened. That literally happened. Joe Rogan humping a stool. This guy is philosophical about stand-up comedy. Yeah, this guy, bro. Wait, what are y'all talking about? Joe Rogan, I don't quite know, but Stavros is actually Greek. Really? I don't think he's Greek. He might be Indonesian. I think Stavros might be Indonesian, right? Okay, now but big right, we're fucking with you. Stavi is 100% Greek. Rogan is Italian. Nah, I think Rogan is Harkonnen. And Stavros is Albanian. In brackets, fuck Gianmarco Soresi though. He talked a big game about Palestine right until Kamala announced, really? I mean, he's a liberal. At the end of the day, he's a liberal. Rakib, semantics. That whole region is just olive oil and homoeroticism, right? Cosmic Cat, these commentary channels wouldn't exist without Red Bar. How? Okay, I burp. I should have not muted the mic when I burp. Who the fuck is Red Bar? I know Red Band. In brackets, there is just a bunch of balding middle-aged white men who make TikToks in their cars while wearing sunglasses. What? Cosmic Cat, Joe Rogan was never funny. What up, Fatima Kashif? Okay. Jasmine Karasa, you sounded like a Da'wah bro. Yeah, fuck the Da'wah bros. Like, I be real. Fuck them. In brackets, Joe Rogan got his break on the comedy show News. Oh yeah, where he served as the only unfunny character. He was the token Italian in that show, right? He was the token dumbass Italian. He was like the Joey, right? At least Joey is a cool motherfucker in real life. He doesn't take himself too seriously. This motherfucker is literally Joey who takes himself too seriously, right? Stavros is Greek. Nah, he's not Greek. He's Albanian. Fuck out of here. And you're Japanese. I don't know why we allow you to have opinions. Rogan Harkonnen confirm. Yeah. He looks like the Baron of Harkonnen. Except the Baron of Harkonnen is tall, right?
Philosopher, you just gotta make people laugh.
And I have to think, I like this. This is my calling in life. But I do think there's a problem for like, you know, no, there's no other element to it. There's nothing else because it's like, it is like somebody who is mentally disabled. Funny doesn't mean you're anything else. Yeah, like people think when you do is that like, you know, they cannot do stand-up comedy, right? And they're savants at comedy, right? Yeah, and I love that about it. And I love that you can't.
I like you wish at Rogan and his pretentious comedic, you got the whole comedy thing out of the way. I think it's time to speak about Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, and all the other Republicans he's given softball interviews to on his podcast over the past year or so.
Yeah, that's an L, by the way. Supporting Zoran Mamdani is an L, but we'll let the Albanian cook, okay? Supporting Zoran Mamdani, there's some liberal shit, but it's fine. We'll let the Albanian cook.
No, that's somehow being on the left, but that is not at all the case. Because Joe Rogan, first and foremost, is at the highest level of Donald Trump.
Even though it's like the belief I have the guy, right? Which I don't. That sucks as clicks, right? Because it's like, and some comedians delude themselves think we're important. Once you think you're important, it's funny. Yeah. And so I just don't want to do anything because it's the right career move or it'd be funny. You know, like my goal, my act is fucking stupid.
Nah, Stavros is on point here. It's not that deep. Not that deep. Berji Am the Ummah. What the fuck? What? In brackets, Bunker Cat made Berji take the Shahada before he let him. Wait, what? Who? Berji? If Rogan. No, but big right. Stavros is Albanian according to in brackets. Shazam. Okay, he looked more Albanian. Right. Yeah, are y'all familiar with Action Bronson? What's the Big Body Bess? Big Body Bess is just a shaven Stavros, right?
Tell you, if he don't like you, that's it. If you getting married, he gotta test her out first. That's a fact. Big Body Bess, East New York. Let me show you how to make a baby. Love this.
Right? Okay, that's just a shaven Stavros. I'll be real.
I know. And so you're actually going to desperately watch the stench of Trump where Donald Trump shouted him out personally on stage and he spent every single one of his podcasts praising Trump. Then surprisingly, when Trump actually started doing the things he promised to say,
I'm not even we were going to tear out really a president for 4 years. The same people are now.
Joe Rogan is a definition of a centrist, right? Like politically, he's irrelevant. That's what centrists are, irrelevant. Rakib, I feel like if you're a multi-millionaire over a podcast and you're threatened by a dude whose show was called Come Town, you might be cooked, right? Oh, but someone said the Ummah. It wasn't just someone, it was in brackets. Okay, Berji, have some respect. In brackets said the Ummah was middle-aged, balding men. I feel like you're not balding, Berji. You're already bald, right? So he wasn't talking about you. Baba Yaga Rogan is definitely a yank who doesn't know shit. He's also suspiciously a white supremacist. However, he's not even white, bro. Look at this guy, bro. I don't know what race he is. He's not white. He's a Harkonnen, bro. It's always these brown motherfuckers trying to overcompensate, okay? Trying to be a white supremacist. It's always these brown motherfuckers. I see it in my country as well. It's always this mixed blood motherfuckers trying to do Malay power, brown power. You're not brown, homie, right? You're dark brown. You either dark brown or yellow. And you're trying to do the brown power shit. Get the fuck out of here. Mary Jane, they're comfy. Are they on the sofa? They don't want things to change. Who cares if their country is murdering millions around the world? They got theirs. Exactly. Baba Yaga, the hat in the FP does already say the B word. In brackets, Beji just promised me that he share hairline pics in the Discord. Nah. But big right, Harkonnen very white. Okay, you got a point actually. Look, Harkonnen is white because of the color grading. I don't think they're white. I think they're inverted. Cause okay, the elephant graveyard makes 1 hour videos, okay? In brackets, Harkonnen sound very Finnish, not gonna lie. Toivo Pretty Miyaki, explain yourself.
Let's just talk about the immigration thing. The way it looks is horrific. When you're a person, just normal regular people 20 years, that everybody goes, can't get along with that. No, everybody who has that goes, that can't be right. That can't be the only way to do this. Right. Because you have to make sure you get it. But when people have been here for 20 years, like, come on, man, that's crazy. Like, let's find a way. If they've been productive as a society for 20 years, no criminal entire time, they pay taxes.
Wishy-washy. He thought he was on to vote for Trump, and for 3 hours on this podcast. Switch up on him after everything was said and done. Never once interviewed a politician on the support of Trump. The big difference here is that Stavros would never switch his political identity or anything.
So yeah, I mean, like you, I'm shocked and sort of felt about all these things.
Sure. Well, I guess to me, what surprised me about a lot of, about Joe, like about, you think like, I do think we align on a lot. Like, I still think he's like this far right guy. I mean, I think it's not even that I was like disappointed in him. It was just like shocking because a lot of people do that. They just like certain politics. There's a lot more people in America that are like that, right? And to me, it was more like, whoa, how did this sort of like this kind of thing? Because listen, I would have understood, and this is my perspective on the election. I get being like,
Yo, Joe is just one of those people that will just adapt to whoever's in front of him, okay? But he does have right-wing tendencies. At the end of the day, he's a right-winger. He's not a centrist, actually. But when he has a centrist in front of him, like Bernie Sanders or whatever, he'll just adapt to them because he doesn't push back. Joe Rogan does not push back. I don't know why. Maybe because he's a short king. I don't know. But that's not it. Usually short kings push back. Big up all my short kings. I know you all got bravery in your hearts. So you got to explain Joe Rogan. How is he a short king but he has no bravery in his heart? It doesn't make sense. Usually my fellow short kings, they're the first ones to bust, bro. Like any problem, the short kings will be there. But not Joe Rogan. He's not going to push back for some reason. Yo, in brackets, Rogan doesn't push back because it ain't gay unless... What?
like, I fuck with these candidates, right? That was like, and I got not liking Kamala Harris in any way, shape, or form, understand, and then being like, Trump's my guy. That in a level, and I don't think they need it, but that's where I'll be like, hey, if I get this much, I'll help candidates cause I believe in, but...
I'm just saying this is that he has his political beliefs and whatnot, but trying to correct something he's not in order to come across as some intellectual leader and lasting beliefs with his on the audience like Brian Callen was Sir Guy and not a famous comedian. Because I really don't think look at everything Joe Rogan does because he's thinking about what his audience wants to hear, versus like something to build a personal empire, things to participate in honestly. Without pretending to be some romanticized posture, doesn't chase whatever ideology happens to be trending with his fan base. So calling him the Joe Rogan of the left misses the point entirely. He's just doing what Rogan started doing a long time ago, making people laugh for land. But anyways,
right. That video was on point and I fucks with Stavros heavy. Like even though Stavros is a liberal, he's right. It's not that deep. Stand-up comedy is not that deep. The same way that I'm not that deep. I'm just a guy talking shit, right? I don't take myself seriously. You don't take me seriously, okay? However, when it comes to Japan, you better take me seriously. Japan is a fuck-ass country. And that's a fact. When it comes to Japan, do take me seriously. Japan is a fuck-ass country. Baba Yaga, short kings have bravery. Therefore, Rogan is not a short king. He's just short. In brackets, it's a joke about anal sex between two men. Okay. Rakib, Rogan doesn't push back. He just derails convos about the combat abilities of chimpanzees and gorillas. In brackets, yeah, this is exactly. You ever eat raw elk meat while high on DMT? This is the podcast in a nutshell. Google janitor. Wow.